This is Mitch from Pick Dogs here with your live halftime show. Actually, I got my other Pick Dog shirt on. If you look behind me, it's doing videos right out here in the living room. We still have electrical problems, still running off a generator. So it's pretty hot in the back bedrooms where I normally do the video. So doing it out here in the living room, watching the games and getting all the college football action. I got 11 more videos to load up. Then I'm going to do the Major League Baseball ones for tomorrow. We got great Major League Baseball action tonight. This Dodgers game is outstanding as they've just taken the lead, looks like, from the Nationals. And then, of course, NFL. This is exactly what I thought. When I said going in, I mean, of course, the game's not over. We're not going to start counting winners or anything like that. But I will say that two playoff teams, you're going to get a better game than the odds makers would lead us to believe. So that's why I thought taking the points was the play here. I'm moving the camera around because now that the website's up, I've been really doing a lot of extra work at the desk, mostly getting these videos up. And hopefully you've had a chance to check out the YouTube channel. Got a lot of videos up for next week's college football action already. We've got some really, really good games on the schedule that I've been covering. But this Chiefs-Colts game, pretty good. Boy, the Cowboys never showed up for that game. Never, ever, ever showed up. It was the oddest, not the oddest thing, but it was an odd thing. They just never even showed up for the game. It's like they didn't get off the bus, right? It was like, what's with that? Just strange, right? It was like, why bother coming to the stadium if you're going to play like that? Thought, to me, that was one of the more interesting stories. I don't know if the Bengals are ever going to win a game. I said, if not today, then when? So now we're kind of at when, right? They had every chance to win that game. But anyways, we're here for our halftime show. This is what we do. Free picks. And gonna wait till we get to the half. And we should be there shortly. Of course, if you haven't had a chance, by all means, check out pickdogs.com. Got free picks on every game, every day. We got even preseason NBA is on there. We have got just about everything you could think of. So be sure to check it out. Of course, we do NFL, college football, whatever. We do it all. Whoa, that looked like pass interference to me in the end zone. Not going to get a call in Arrowhead Stadium on that. We saw in the Patriots game, Bill Belichick pulled the flag for trying to get a replay on a pass interference, and he didn't get it. And you got to figure, if the Patriots aren't going to get it, then no one's going to get it. I mean, how is that not pass interference? I have no idea. He's got the guy by the arm, by the shirt, and then he dives through him, and it's not pass interference. I don't know. But the Colts looking to take the lead into the halftime. Of course, we're getting 10.5 in this one with Indy, and Adam Vinatieri puts it through. That means we're up by 13.5. But, in the NFL, 2 touchdowns, especially for a guy like Patrick Mahomes, that is pretty much nothing. So, anyways, we usually do these halftimes of the primetime games. I don't always do them on Sunday night. But usually on Monday night I'm here, and, of course, on those Thursday night games. And, we'll do NFL halftimes during the day. We did one today. I'm thinking now, and I'm thinking out loud, and you guys can let me know. If I'm not here, if I can't do the halftime show, I think I'm going to do halftime picks on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, it's at PickDogs is my Twitter. Yeah, if it's I'm at PickDogs is my Twitter, and I think that for like NFL Sunday, college football, just regular games where it's like not a lot of games going to the half at the same time, different situations. I'm gonna do all my halftime picks on Twitter. I think that's a good place for them, and I could be called that could be our thing, right? Where it's like you can get all my halftime picks will all be on Twitter. My wife is trying to figure out Instagram for me. I admittedly do not know much about it. Neither does she. If anyone out there is an Instagram expert, please send me an email, mitch@pickdogs.com. I could use your help. Just trying to figure it out. I know that a lot of the other handicappers do it, and then there's like these Instagram handicappers that, I certainly don't want to do what they're doing. I just want to be able to spread our brand on there. I'm not expecting too much on it. But anyways, we're going to halftime here with the Colts and the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to take a knee, and the Colts have the outright lead as a 10.5-point dog in this one. I'm not all that surprised. I'm not as surprised as a lot of people were. I know in our Facebook group, the Chiefs were really popular, and I know that I was really unpopular for that in that respect. But I was looking. The line's not out. Oh, the line's not out on this one yet. I'm still waiting. But in the meantime, Florida 14.5-point dogs at LSU. Texas 10.5-point dogs against Oklahoma. Just really, really big numbers. Michigan State 11.5-point dogs at Wisconsin. Just gigantic spreads in big games, which is a little confusing on the college football front. And I think there's a lot of good chances this week to make some money in college football. The LSU Florida game is down to 13.5 now. It was at 14.5. Also, USC 11-point dogs to Notre Dame. Florida State 26-point dogs to Florida State. That one's down from 27.5. And Penn State 3-point road favorites at Iowa. These lines have moved on some of these games since I started doing it. But so here it is. The Chiefs 6.5 points second half. I'll tell you what. I think we should do it. I've been on the Colts the whole time, but it's 6.5. Now it's minus 125. It moved really, really quick. Minus a touchdown is still minus 105. Let's do it. Chiefs -7 second half. I think the Chiefs win this game. I do. I know the Colts have not gotten a lot of credit, and they're playing a team like that. But I think that the Chiefs probably come back here, and if we even do 50% of our bet, half a unit on the Chiefs here, really have very, very little lose. Yeah, I'm clueless on Instagram too. I'm trying to determine on Instagram if that's where our value's at, because I look at the handicappers that I respect, like Kelly and people of that nature, and they don't have a huge Instagram presence, and then I look at the handicappers I don't respect, which is like some of these people that buy these Instagram followers, like people that have spammed me and said nasty things about me on Instagram, and that's Instagram is a picture video platform. You could post daily record video pics. There's an upload pictures and promote whatnot. I don't know. I do not understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means. You post a daily record. Yeah, that's what these guys do. They post a record, but there's no pics that they're showing you how they did. Only when they win, they show them. Most days they don't show anything. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a 3-point game at halftime is a good game, right? But anyways, I like the Chiefs for the second half. I think that's the play. We have the Colts. It gives us kind of a chance to hedge out and hit both sides as well. So if the Chiefs, if they come up short, we'll still have them. And if they come back and cover the full spread, we'll have them there too. I think the Chiefs they haven't done anything in the second half that inspires me. Yeah, I see 6.5 minus 125, but I also see -7 at 105, -8 at plus 120. So there's a lot of room here. I think the -7 at 105 is a bargain. I think that's the bargain one. I do think the Chiefs are going to rally and get close. I have a feeling. I mean, we haven't seen anything from them, but I don't. They have Mahomes in their home. It's like, I mean, Sammy Watkins is a guy that's a former first round draft choice, but I mean, let's be honest, he's been shuffled around the league at this point, and he's always been injured. He's been injured for a long time. He didn't come into this as the Chiefs, top receiver or anything. People buy Twitter advertising. You pay them on Twitter and they spread the brand. I've seen an ad for it, but I'm not sure how it works. Yeah, that's called influencer or whatever. I understand all that stuff too, but it's like, do I want to do that on Twitter or do I want to do it on Instagram? I think that's part of the thing here. If you're watching us in the Facebook group, I can't see you, so join us on YouTube. I'm going to guess that the YouTube notifications did go out this time since we have all these people that joined us. I see 24 people in our Facebook group watching us. Yeah, I mean, Twitter is free, so if you have no Twitter, there's really nothing I can do about it. It's free. It's easy. It takes about 10 seconds to sign up for an account, so I don't really know what to say, but I'm going to be giving out my second half picks there. So if you want my second half picks, you probably want to get it and follow me. That's my guess. If you don't want my second half picks, and I'm not talking about for the primetime games or anything like that. I'm talking about like college football Saturday, college basketball Saturdays, college basketball every night, where there's a million games going on, NBA halftimes, things like that. Yeah, my kids use Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Yeah, I know it. Snapchat is not something I'm gonna do. That's for sure, because it's like there's no long-term value in there. But I believe that on Twitter and Instagram, if I can reach a larger audience, then by all means it's worth it. I know that on both those platforms, there's handicappers that don't have websites, and it's basically an easier way to do this, a less expensive way and things like that. And I'm not going to take that route. Pickdogs.com, I believe, is going to be the premier destination for sports handicapping, and in the future. We just opened on Thursday. I mean, we just opened, and it's like we're just getting started on YouTube. I started my channel a month ago. I have 2,000 followers. Rod says that, people are, Rod says, there are people you pay them and they're influencers on Twitter and all that stuff. I'm going to be one of those people with Pick Dogs. I never concentrated on it much at my other site. I never did. But now I'm going to, and I'm going to be one of those people. At least I hope so. We have soccer writers at our site. We have, if you look at the site, you can see that we have soccer guys. I mean, if you're asking to be a handicapper at the site or something, my email is mitch@pickdogs.com. I'm not really sure what the question is. I'm not big on people that beat around the bush. If you have a question, ask a question. If you have, a comment, then have a comment. You have a pick, give a pick. But the beat around the bush stuff, I struggle with mightily. Thank you. Yep, KC has the refs for sure. I think when you have that many people, that are following you, and that many people backing you, it's now 6.5 is now at a -120. 7.5 at +115, 8.5 at +125, 9.5 +135, 13.5. That's for the Colts, the Chiefs if they come back and win. +240 at 13.5 is lousy value. It's really, really bad value. Let's see what the Colts are and going the other way. If you get the Colts minus for the second half at minus a half, they're plus 334, and money line the second half plus 100. So I mean, if you take the minus a half, you're giving away the push. So I'm looking at I still say we take the Chiefs here for the second half and lay the points. It's more of it's a hedge on our game bet. That it's not something that I love or anything like that. I don't love the second half, to be honest. I think the Colts have outplayed the Chiefs. Yeah, I'm a boxing guy too. I go to all the big fights. I go to all the big fights. All of them. Rob Peters from Wildcard Gym is a personal friend of mine. Had been for a very long time. And Steve Monahan knows him as well. He gets me tickets for whatever fight I want to go to. I've been to every big Pacquiao fight. Every big Mayweather fight. Been to Pacquiao Mayweather. Been to all the big fights. Canelo fights. All of them. But I mean, we have Randy covers boxing on the site. And we're not just looking for people to do it. We're looking for experienced people, people that are considered experts in the field. And that's really what we're looking for. I'm not necessarily a Canelo fan, but I'm not a not fan. I think he lost the first fight against Triple G. I think he lost in the first fight. Anyways, those of you that have joined for the halftime pick, I took the Chiefs minus the points, not because I love it. I think it's a good hedge here. We're getting 10.5 with the Colts. The Colts can still win the game outright or can still cover the spread. And we can hit both halves of this. And that's really what the bet is all about. Either we win a half with the Colts, we lose a half if the Chiefs come back and do it, and or we win 1.5 units. Nothing wrong with any of that. Who are my favorite fighters right now? It's all those guys in that same division. The ones in the, like, Porter and Spence and, all those guys. Those are all my favorites. Everyone in the mix in there. And I think, like we saw Porter versus Spence, and I think we should see more of that. I think we should see more fights like that. That's the fight of the year, as far as I'm concerned. But I think if we saw more fights like that, I believe that Kovalev is fighting Canelo, and that should be an interesting fight because Canelo will have to move up, and he won't be as big. Like in his recent fights, it just seems that he's so much bigger than everybody. But that will not be the case against Kovalev. Kovalev, not a bad fighter. I thought that he probably won the first fight against. Oh man. Who did he fight? What was it skips my mind. But anyways, we took the Chiefs second half minus 6.5. That was the pick in this one, or minus 7. But yeah, I think I'm not saying all the halftime picks. We're still going to do halftime shows of the primetime games, the big games. We're still going to do halftime shows in college basketball and all that other stuff. I'm just talking about days like today where I didn't have a chance to come on at halftime, but I could have tweeted out a few picks that I liked, and I think that would have been fun. And I think, in college football, they don't all go to the half at the same time. It's hard to do halftime shows. Not all the games go to the half. But anyway, speaking of the half is over in Kansas City, and so is our show. This is Mitch. I'm going to get back to doing my college football videos. I got 7 left to go. If you guys check out our YouTube channel, I got free picks on all the big games, college football, all already out there. After that, I'm going to do my Major League Baseball videos for tomorrow's games. And then, of course, I'll see you guys at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And be sure to check out pickdogs.com. These guys are already posting picks like crazy. If you have any suggestions, hints, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. My Twitter is Pick Dogs. It's listed at the top of our group. Pick Dogs. Everything is Pick Dogs, right? Everything. Pick Dogs. This is not hard, is it? Even in the YouTube video, in the description of this video that you're watching on YouTube, it says my Twitter handle is Pick Dogs. If I'm not making it crystal clear, even on the YouTube channel, on the bar up there, there's the Twitter symbol. It's like, if I'm not making it crystal clear for everyone as easy as possible, by all means, help me. Tell me how I could make it easier for you. Because that's my whole objective, is to make it as easy as possible for you. Because that's, I just want it to be a community. And it's like, if I want everyone to join and to do all that stuff, then I need to make it as easy and clear as possible. And if I'm not doing that, by all means, help me out. Because I'm doing the best I can. So obviously, whatever I'm doing in that regard, it isn't good enough. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the live shows. The Colts ripping off a big run here to start off the second half.